everybody. Welcome to the show. Welcome to CNETv, our morning show, and this show is called Good Morning Africa. So, good morning to Africa. Good morning to the rest of the world. So, we have come with this show, Good Morning Africa, which comes your way every weekdays, 7 a.m. West African time till 10 a.m. West African time. So, you know how we do it as usual. It's an amazing program. I'm your anchor for this show, Lee Uchoma here. So, we have a lot of content lined up for you. Normally how we flagged out this show last week, Friday. So that was a maiden edition, and we were able to. It was very interesting. We were able to look at some of the headlines for the day. We were able to look at motivation for the day, which is very, very important. Motivation keeps hopes alive. So I know it's very, very important. And so those are things we also coming today with. We'll look at also this morning. We're going to be looking at the markets. So you know how we do it is not only we are not looking at crypto markets alone. So we are also going to be looking at our crypto market. We're going to be looking at stock market. We're going to be looking at commodity and FS markets. So those are things. So stay tuned. We are going to be bringing all these to you, and also talking about the markets. I know the markets are reacting very well, most especially the crypto market. Unlike last week, where it wasn't. It was the street of the crypto market was really bleeding. Also on that major part of the show will be focusing on discussions. So we'll be looking at some of the top headlines, some of the trending stories, some of the top topics out there in the crypto community, the blockchain community, and we'll be looking at it. Those are things we'll be looking at, and also on that we'll also be having our guests who will be joining us to have these conversations. So we have a guest who will be joining us later on as the show goes on. We'll be having a guest who will be helping us dissect some of these interesting headlines that we are coming up with. So good morning to you, Africa. So we are going to be going for a short break. When we return, we're going to be unfolding what we have in stock. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Yeah, welcome back to the show. It's still live here on Coin News Extra TV, that's CNETv, our Good Morning African show, a very beautiful morning show that will come up here every day, every weekdays to discuss the interesting headlines and look at what the markets are saying. Also remember, you can stay tuned to know what is happening in the blockchain, crypto, and fintech ecosystem. Also do well to follow CNETv across all our social media handles. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram at CNETv1. So just CNETv figure 1. So you'll be able to get all the latest information, what is trending in the crypto and blockchain fintech ecosystem. So do well to do. Also, if you want to be part of the conversations, also do well to drop some of your comments on the comment section. So if you have any, we'll be able to be looking at that. So having said that, this is a brand new week. It's the beginning of the week. Mondays are always serious. You know how it is after the weekend. We'll be able to be able to focus on the rest of the week. So we're going to be looking at some of the ways we can stay focused for our week. So it's very, very important that we stay focused irrespective of what we are doing. So focus is very, very important. Paying maximum attention and paying spending enough time in what you are doing. So do not give up on whatever you are doing. Sometimes, most especially in this ecosystem, it looks as if there is no hope. But keep focus. You have to focus and stay. Last week we talked about patience. So patience is a virtue, and you have to also not only have patience. This week we are looking at focus. You have to focus on whatever you are doing. Do not be distracted by anything. As long as you know you are doing the right thing, stay focused. Even if the results are not coming yet, but once you stay focused and committed to what you are actually doing, you will see the results coming forth. So it's important to stay focused. So that's what we are looking at. Having come up with patience last week, we are coming up with focus. So whatever you are doing, stay focused. So focus is important. When you are staying focused, you will know what to do at any point in time. So if you are a crypto trader, most especially the daily traders, that is very, very time demanding when it comes to day trading. And I know a lot of people are trying to do that. You cannot day trade without staying focused, because you have to always be looking at the crypto market, irrespective of the trading boards and the stop losses, take profit, and all the rest of them. You have to also stay focused, watch the market. You have to read the candles and all the rest of them. So those are things you need to do. If you're not actually a day trader, maybe you are buying to hoard. So what you can do, you can as well make more research. So your research is important in this ecosystem. Due diligence. Do not go there buying anyhow. I could remember early days. Forget that we also saying do your due diligence. That's why we don't want you to do some of those mistakes that we made at the early days when we ventured into the crypto market. That was back then in 2016. A lot of us, we are just buying for the fun. I don't know if you see it that way. Then I was buying for the fun. I was very happy the first day I bought my first Bitcoin. That I bought it, and I was not doing proper researches, and I was just buying tokens. I see that maybe one particular cryptocurrency has gone from maybe what really happened in the case of Luna. I could remember one of those tokens that fell from maybe 100 to $1 or so. I bought them just thinking those days. I thought that it's going to go back to 100 the next day or the next 1 week. Those tokens that I bought, maybe that fell from $100 to today. Some of them have gone below $100 and is worth nothing. So those are things, or you have to be able to make some researches when you are coming to the ecosystem, so that you will not be burnt. So a lot of people are skeptical when you come without proper guidance, without proper research, without proper information. What happens is that you're going to be burnt, and when you are burnt, you will now be lamenting and be saying that the crypto space is kind of close to Ponzi scheme. But that's not actually the fact. The fact is that you didn't do your due diligence. So it's important you focus and do the right thing by doing your due diligence. Some of the things you see some of the promoters of this of this project do, they do not take their word for what they say. Even if, no matter how sweet it may look, it may sound in your ears, do well to make your own research. How do you make the research? That when you are focused, you will be able to research about who are the founders of this project, how does this project work, some people buy some cryptocurrency because someone said something about it. You will be able to go to the project white paper, look at what the project is all about, what problem is it solving, what solution is it bringing on board, not just about how it's good. They tell you any project that says it's going to go from $1 to $20 and all those things. So any project that has a bright future doesn't focus on the price of their token, they focus on the project. So by the time projects do well, you see the token skyrocketing. There are many projects that have really done that. You see the likes of, as of 2017 or thereabout, Ethereum was trading around $5 to $10 within that range. But today, because of a lot of applications, decentralized apps are being built on the Ethereum network, you see that on the Ethereum blockchain, you see that right now Ethereum has really grown in price. So those are things that you should be able to look at. If you adhere to this little piece of advice, I see your future very bright in this ecosystem. So let me not just talk much on that. We don't have much time. We have a lot of interesting stories and discussions lined up. So let's go for a short break, just a quick one. When we return, we'll continue with the conversation. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the show. It's still Good Morning Africa live on Coin News Extra TV, CNETv. It has really been an amazing conversation so far. So I hope you are really enjoying the show. Let's take a look at having looked at we've gone through the entire schedule for the day. Gone through some of the motivation for the day. Let's look at the markets. So it's very, very important we see this breakfast show. We look at how the market has really performed, and most especially as this is weekend. Crypto trades 247, just that some other market doesn't do that. And that's why we are here also to give you live coverage of what is happening in the ecosystem 247 as they are unfolding. You'll be getting updates. So we are working towards that. So let's take a dive into the crypto market and see how is it. Last week Friday, crypto was not that stable, although it was a bit recovering from the bloodbath. But let's look at it if it has really recovered. If you look at the entire crypto market capitalization, if you look at the market cap there, you see that is 1.360 trillion. So that's 1.36085445021. That's according to CoinGecko statistics on live on CoinGecko. So you could be able to see that the crypto market is still trying to recover. If you look at it, you see that it has really not gained much. The entire market has gained 3.1% over the again yesterday. So in the last 24 hours. So let's look at the volume there. If you look at 24 hours trade volume, you see that we have 70.66 billion dollar trade volume. That's 70.665970.276. So that's the trade volume in the last 24 hours. So let's look at the market dominance. Let's look at Bitcoin. How was the rate at which Bitcoin is really dominating the crypto market? As usual, Bitcoin has always been dominating the market, and I believe it's worth it since it's the first crypto currency to be in existence. So looking at that, you'll be able to see that Bitcoin is dominating 42.6%. So nothing much different. There is no much difference between its dominance last time we were on the show till now. If you look at Ethereum following suit there, Ethereum is dominating by 18.2%. So these are the two cryptocurrencies that are dominating the crypto market. So let's look at some of the exchanges. Exchanges are crypto platforms where you can be able to either buy or sell your cryptocurrencies and also convert them to fiat currencies. So we have 615 cryptocurrency exchanges, and we have about 13,424 cryptocurrencies, that's coins. So let's look at the top 10 cryptocurrencies and how they are performing. So you look at Bitcoin there. Bitcoin is currently trading at $30,410. So that's what is actually trading at $30,410.57. So that's the price of Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is trying to recover. As of the Friday that we are here, it was trading between $29,000 to $30,000. But I believe it has really added a little bit to that price over the weekend. So that's a good one. So in 1 hour, it currently has gained 3.3% Bitcoin in the last 24 hours. So if you look at Ethereum there, Ethereum is currently trading at $2,046. So it has not really gained much following Bitcoin there. 3.5% it has gained in the last 24 hours. So USDT, I'll pass that, is a stable coin. It's just on peg there at $1 to 1 USDT. So the fourth on the list there is BNB. BNB is the Binance cryptocurrency. So BNB has really is trading. Last Friday it was trading around $303 dollars, but now it's trading around $324. It has added about $20 to $21 to around that to what its price was on Friday. So it has really added that over the weekend. In the last 24 hours, BNB has really gained 2.9%. So that's what it has gained. USDC is another stable coin pegged at $1 to 1 USDC. I will pass that. Let's take a look at SRP. That's Ripple, currently trading at 42 cents. It has gained 1.6% in the last 24 hours. BUSD is another stable coin, $1 to 1 BUSD. So number 8 on that list is Cardano. The ticker there is ADA. So it's currently trading at 54 cents. That's what it's currently, that's 0.54. So it has gained 2.4% in the last 24 hours. So 9 on that list is Solana with the ticker SOL, currently trading at $52.76. It has gained 4.5% in the last 24 hours. Number 10 there is Dogecoin, trading at 0.086. So that's what is currently trading at. It has not really gained much in the last 24 hours, only gaining 0.8% in the last 24 hours. So we've been able to look at the top 10 cryptocurrencies, and that's how I'll be looking at what do you think the crypto market is like. Do you have some comment there? Do you think by the time we come on the show tomorrow to say another Good Morning Africa, do you think we are going to be seeing better changes, or do you think the cryptocurrency market is going to be going down there? So those are the questions we'll be looking at. So while we try to look at that, let's take a look at the FS market. I told you we are not going to be looking at only at crypto market. Let's take a look at the FS market. So just trying to take the top ones there on the list. So you'll see that euro is trading against a dollar there. So by $1, that's 1.0602. So that's what is trading at. So GBP, that's pounds, is currently trading at $1.2569. So Japanese yen is currently trading at $127.75 there. So this is how it's trading. The USD to Canadian dollars, so it's currently trading at 1.2795. Also, Australian dollar against US dollar is 0.7109. So those are just how we could look at it there from the FS market. So after FS, we are looking at stock. Let's take a look at stock market. How is stock really performing? I'll just take a few of them there. We'll conclude it on stock there. We'll look at Apple. Apple is currently trading at $137.59 there. Cisco for $2.94 as well. Intel for 1.65. Microsoft is trading at 252.56. Coca-Cola 60.98. So that's it for the market there. Let's take a look at commodities. So we'll wrap up the market with the commodities and see how commodities are trading. Gold is currently trading at $1,852.26. That's the price of gold this morning. Silver $21.932. Copper $4.3200. Platinum $957 there. So just those are few of them there. Just stay tuned. We'll also be having some analysis for you. So this is how we'll see it on the market on the show Good Morning Africa. We still have a lot of things in stock for you on this show. We are just getting started, and very soon we'll be having our guests join us. So we'll go for a short break. When we return, we'll be looking at some of the trending topics, trending headlines that we have. So do not go anywhere. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Yeah, welcome back to the show. It's still Good Morning Africa live on Coin News Extra TV, CNETv. So interesting conversation we have been having so far. I've been able to look at motivation of the day, some highlights of the show, and also look at market, how the crypto commodity stock and FS market is faring. So we've been able to look at that. So now we're going to be looking at some of the headlines that we have here, some of the trending headlines. Then we'll be able to select the ones that we're going to be looking at. We have a guest who is going to be joining us in just a few minutes. We'll be having some conversations around our headlines. So because we are here to dissect everything so that you'll be able to comprehend, you'll be able to understand what is really happening in the crypto industry. It's not all about bringing the news, we also interpret them for you to understand. So this morning we have some headlines that we're going to be interpreting. The major one there is we're going to be looking at Bitcoin Pizza Day celebration. If you're in the crypto space, you know that really took place yesterday. So every 22nd May, the crypto community celebrates what is called Bitcoin Pizza Day. So that is actually a day set aside by the community. What really happened that day was that in 2010, it was the 22nd day of May 2010. It was the day our Bitcoin transaction really happened, the first recognized Bitcoin transaction. So about 10,000 cryptocurrencies. Then what about $41? It was what about $41, but currently that particular 10,000 BTC is worth over $300 million. That's amazing. So that's a day the community tend to celebrate Bitcoin Pizza Day. So we'll be also be looking at that. So how was the day yesterday? What does this signify for the crypto community? So it signifies a unity. We celebrate it. We in the industry, we celebrate it to show it unites us. That particular occasion, that particular day reminds us of the first transaction that happened on the blockchain, Bitcoin blockchain. And also it's just like also this Bitcoin Pizza Day also reminds me of having that Bitcoin price halving that happens every 4 years. So anytime it gets to that particular time that Bitcoin's reward for miners is going to be halved, there is a lot of that particular day is kind of special for the industry players. So we'll also be looking at how, still on the Bitcoin Pizza Day yesterday, I'm going to be looking at how some of the industry players, big players, and the entire community, how they celebrated that day. I told you it's a special day for the community. So we're going to be looking at how did these people celebrate that particular day. I saw some crypto exchanges. Some were sharing pizza, they made pizza, printed blocked Bitcoin Pizza Day on the pizza cover, and they were sharing to this community around them. They were sharing to people, giving it out. Some tend to do, yesterday they did, some did giveaways on Twitter and other social media platforms as a way of celebrating Bitcoin Pizza Day. And also how did I celebrate blockchain Pizza Day yesterday? Amazing. So these are things we'll be looking at, how did I celebrate it, and also how did the community over here in Nigeria and Africa, how did they celebrate it? So we'll also look at, or still on the Bitcoin Pizza Day, we will look at how did the crypto market itself, part of the celebration also, if you are a crypto trader, is seeing that also, aside from the normal buying drinks, hanging out with friends and family, or whichever way you did that, celebrate the Bitcoin Pizza Day, one thing is sure, did it really reflect positively in the crypto market. We just took a look at the crypto market, and you could see that it's not doing bad. At least we are not seeing the reds there. So Bitcoin is also complementing, and the entire crypto market complementing the celebration. So it's a very good way celebrating the Bitcoin Pizza Day. I'm so excited about that day. It's a remarkable day, and it's something for the society to look into and also pay more attention on that. So next year is going to be another amazing year. So that's all for Bitcoin Pizza Day that was celebrated yesterday. So let's look at the next headline I have here. We're going to be looking at Luna and its recovery process. That was on Saturday. Luna was trending the recovery process. The community were asked to burn about 25% of their holding, Luna holdings. I don't know how that is going to happen. So let's see how that's going to be playing out. Do you think is a good one for people to just burn? A burn address was sent. I saw that on Twitter. A burn address was sent, and so if you want to burn, you can send to that burn address. And we could also see that after that, yesterday, we could see that reflecting also on the price of Luna. Luna did about 86% the last time I checked. That yesterday, it did about 86%. It went up by 86% after that bond issue. So let's look at is the community really, these are things we're going to be looking at, and also when we have our guests joining us, we'll be able to look at that. Do you think it's a good one, burning? Is the community really that united to be able to burn 25% of their holdings? And also, so if that happens, a lot of Luna is going to be burnt, and also there's going to be a quick recovery in price. Let's see how that unfolds. These are things we are going to be discussing on the show. So still on the another headline, there is we know this, we still be looking at this SEC regulation by the Nigerian SEC regulation that came out last week. So we'll also be looking at that. It is not a topic that should be ignored. So on this show, we'll always be looking at it, having different guests bringing in their opinion. But today also, apart from the guest that is also going to be joining us to bring in his own contribution on all these topics and all this one, SEC crypto, we're also going to be looking at some of the comments, online comments, some of the comment posts, publications that the industry players and the Nigerian community are really how I want to see how they have lent their voice on this show. We are not going to be able to get everybody here talk about it, and also we're going to be looking at it. I know at the course of the show also, if you feel or after the show, just reach out to us. If you feel that you have something to say about it, just send us a message on our social media handles, any of them. Just search for CNETv1. Send us a message on our social media about what you feel about the SEC. It concerns us, especially the African community. It really affects us. As Nigerian community, it really affects us. Nigeria is playing a major role when it comes to this industry in Africa. So you could see the volumes that are coming out of Africa. So those are things we are going to be looking at. So these are the major headlines that I've been able to read out. Some of the other headlines we have here is Tesla and blockchain stream partners for solar powered Bitcoin mining. So I know that is a welcome development. Looking at a lot of institutional bodies and government officials and other people have been saying that Bitcoin mining has been causing pollution, environmental pollution. because of the energy it consumes, the way it's being done, and all the rest of it. So if we could see something using green energy to mine Bitcoin, so that should be a welcome development. Those are the headlines. So another one is still on the Bitcoin Pizza Day. So a lot of discussions that we are going to be having on these particular headlines. So what is going to happen is that we are going to be going for a short break so that we'll be able to bring up our guest. So when we return, I'll be returning with our guest, and we'll be having, we'll take the conversations rolling. We'll be right back. Morning Africa live on CNETv. So I was still on the conversation, having been able to look at Bitcoin Pizza Day by our guest, in the person of AZ Dominion and the BC Chief Executive Director, Digit Money FinTech Solutions. Away from the Bitcoin Pizza Day, let's take a look at what is really happening in the crypto space. Still on the Luna issues over the weekend. We saw some. It was trending on Twitter that the community is being asked to bond 25% of their holding. And we could also see that maybe a day after that, the price of Luna really went up. Let's see, not that to that extent, but at least it did about 86% increment there. So let me look at Mr. Eze. How are you going to be saying? What do you think about Luna, the recovery process, the 25% bond that was demanded from the community?
I will say that is the only savior that will save Luna from total crash up. Without burning, the total supply is already so massive. So before they will recover, they have to gain more investors to buy into the Luna ecosystem. But if the community will continue to burn, definitely it's going to help the project come up real quick, because just that supply, that is if they're not going to mint more. That is my fear, because it's possible that it's uncapped. So there is possibility that even after the burning and they have another challenge, they can still mint more. So for me, that trust is no longer as strong as it used to be. And I just believe that since we bounce back real quick, if the burning continues, emphasizing on that burning, if the burning continues. Without that burning continuing, definitely they are not going anywhere.
Yeah, the burning is a welcome development. I will see that we have over 6 point something trillion supply of Luna, and that's a massive one there. So if you look at that, the burning aspect of it is a welcomed idea. But do you think the Luna community, the holders, are that united to burn 25% of their holding? Do you see that happening? A majority of that Luna holders burning 25%.
There's possibility of that if they really want to help the project recover real quick, because they're already parts of the project, and there's possibility, especially if there are incentives again for those of them that are burning. But I doubt if there is any incentives provided for the people who are burning. And it's quite unfortunate, but some are not going to burn anything because they believe that this is their money, and they cannot just go and burn their money because of this challenge. Then we go and place sell order, waiting for when the price will come up to 50 cents, if that would be possible again. So the community have a role to play, but the team, the project
that's
team,
going to lose
is the major people to be held responsible.
Okay. Do you think that's the only option to their the only solution to that challenge?
Maybe another solution they can offer is to possibly burn it themselves. Seeking for a mechanism that will help to burn Luna. They can come up with in fact, this is an idea. It's not necessarily even Luna community or Luna team doing that. It could be any individual, because this is a decentralized world. Anybody can come up with a burn Luna, and it becomes another token entirely, so that anybody buying that burn Luna token, this is a new token entirely. Anybody buying or investing into buy Luna token, it will be, in fact, the main objective of that buy Luna token is to burn Luna. So that there will be a mechanism whereby people investing in a total different projects, because definitely that buy Luna, burn Luna token is going to be increasing because number one, there's going to be tax, both buying and selling tax. So that anytime you buy bond Luna token, a percentage of the money that you use to buy it, or let me say a percentage of the tax that you were taxed while buying, will be used to go and buy Luna and send it to bond wallet immediately. So I think if any project team or Luna itself can come up with such strategy, is also going to help to reduce the quantity of Luna in circulation. And I believe that if they do that also, people who a lot of people are definitely going to, buy into it because Luna is a big, company already. So if they do that, I believe somehow, even new investors who never knew about Luna will come into the project, buying into it. Definitely the tax that is being raised there, it will be used to buy off Luna and burn it. Meanwhile, they have the burn Luna token. They can still take it to the market and sell, but it comes with what? Taxes. Those taxes, those fees is actually one of the ways that I believe that they can, use to buy and burn out Luna than asking their community. I think it's a more clever way than asking their community to outrightly go and burn their tokens.
Yes, because there are some holders that have really been there. Maybe when the price was around $100 or $50, and it's worth nothing now. So if you tell them to go and burn, it's a big one to them. And also, still on the Luna issue, I'm surprised that there have not been any arrests, no legal suit, and all the rest of them, even no involvement of the government regulators about this, because we can see that a lot of money was lost at the process of that Luna crash. So what would you say about that?
Yeah, I believe that in as far as the team is still visible and are not running away, they should be considered because this is business, and anybody coming, especially a crypto or blockchain business where there's high risk of volatility. So anybody coming into crypto knows and understands the risk involved. And I believe that is why they have not yet been arrested or been taken out legally. But it's not yet late because we don't know the minds of most of the investors. Maybe they are still watching to know if there will be something good coming out from the team. But at the long run, if actually nothing is coming out from the team, and there are major investors who are maybe whales in the industry, in the Luna, they may definitely take it up to recover their funds.
Okay, lastly on the Luna discussion, so we'll be able to move to the SEC, Nigeria SEC regulations. Let's look at Luna before its crash was a number 7 crypto thereabout by market capitalization. So if a project like Luna could be able to face this kind of crash, don't you think this is a big fear to the crypto ecosystem? It will create a lot of fear and that trust, not only on Luna now, to the entire project, because some people who think for Luna to be able to crash ranked number 7 by market capitalization, and they were able to face this, and they are nowhere to be found at the top of the table now. So what do you think that signifies this? Do you see more fears, or is it a way, will it create some caution in the minds of